Hey, Triplets here, doing a review on our 2020 Nissan Versa. A lot of people are asking us for a review of our car. Not too many people have these cars on the road right now. So here's a quick video reviewing the car. Here's the exterior. It's a nice little car. We took the hubcaps off, we didn't care for those. I prefer just the black wheels like that. As you can see, the car has a decent amount of space in the engine compartment, even though it doesn't look like it from the outside. It looks like everything is accessible. I do like about the car one feature, and that's the hood prop. It does not have the little hydraulic struts that can fail. It's got old school hood prop that will not fail you. And no plastic covering the engine. There's lots of trunk room in this car, you can see. And there's actually enough room that we took on a trip to North Carolina that fit all our gear in the trunk of it quite nicely. So there's a lot more room than it looks. We're all 6 foot tall, and it fits us, this car fits us real comfortably. Look at the leg room here for 6 foot tall persons. Yeah, it's got plenty of room. Fits Triplets perfectly. $14,801 miles. So we bought the car new November 9 of 2019. We've already got, yes, as you can see, 14,801 miles. Part of it is we've taken a couple of long road trips in it, and I drive it 120 miles a day round trip to work every day. So in that mileage, we have not had any problems with it. The cars run very nicely. Get us a good solid 44-45 miles a gallon, so it's a great on fuel. Now that is driving 55-60 miles an hour. Yeah, you can see it's all power windows, power locks, power mirror. So it's got all those features that a lot of people want in their cars. We got a backup camera here. It's not on, but the screen there, yes, it is a backup camera for this cheap car. We'll show it in a minute. And if the owner's mail says they do have GPS is available for the screen, but we got the cheapest version. We do not have the GPS, but apparently it is available. Now, this car is a manual transmission. We don't have to worry about CVT problems. Get a good old reliable manual transmission. They're easy and fun to drive, and you won't have any transmission problems like they are with the CVTs. So we will end link a video on how to drive a manual transmission at the end of this video. Another good feature of this car is it does have your old school 12-volt cigarette lighter battery charger, as well as a USB port. It is push button start, and it's got some features on it don't really use, but it does have cruise. It's got cameras that sense front and rear obstacles. It's got lane departure, stuff like that. We don't really use that stuff, but it's got a lot of bells and whistles for, entry economy car. And take a look at the AC controls. Very simple, to the point. Your stereo controls are all tied in with that touch screen. We'll show that in a minute. There's the cruise control buttons. And you got phone features, but we don't use that. We don't use phone while driving. Yeah, the car, the interior is black with a kind of a gray pattern. It's nice looking. I mean, black seats, they're nice. Now the seats are manual adjustment. There's no heat on the seats or anything like that, but I like that less stuff to fail. But it is an economy, entry-level economy car. The layout of the car, as far as driver controls and features, is laid out very well. Ergonomically and everything. The car is quite comfortable. Everything's where it feels right, where all the controls are at. The only complaint, but I think this applies to all vehicles, is that when you're driving a car for 5-6 hours, you know the seats might be a little bit uncomfortable. You gotta get out and walk around, but that's pretty much any car we've ever driven.
And since it is a manual, you do see it's 3 pedals there. You got a clutch, brake, and gas, but there's a clutch pedal there.
Another good feature of car is you do have a fuel door there, so your fuel cap is locked because it's a cable pulled fuel door, so you don't worry about people siphoning.
And you also got a cable pull for trunk along with the fob, so you got electric and cable controls for the trunk.
Here's the key fob. Some people like it. I'm not a big fan. I'd rather old school keys because the buttons, if you keep them in your pocket, you may accidentally hit one of the buttons. I had a coworker had a Nissan, and he accidentally didn't know it, hit the trunk release button. It was a rainy day. Lucky for him, it wasn't raining real hard, but the point is, if it was raining real hard, his trunk would have been full of water just because he accidentally hit it. There is a feature, I don't know if this is new or not, but you do have to kind of press the trunk button for about a second or two, for it does, you got to hold a little longer than the unlock and lock buttons.
Now there is a key for the doors. Go and show the key. That will unlock the doors only, and that's it.
In case you have a low battery. Yeah, if your battery's low, you're not going to be able to unlock the doors or open a trunk, but yes, you can open your door with this key. And if the battery is low,
and the fob.
Yeah, and the fob. If the battery and the fob's low, you can still crank your car. You have to hold the key close. The manual, if you get a car like this, just read your owner's manual. It'll tell you everything about that.
They tell you specific.
But the fact is, you can get back in the car if the fob battery is dead because you can manually unlock it. And you can see the lock cylinder on the car.
There's the lock cylinder. And that's the only thing the key is good for. You can't use it for ignition, it's a push button. You can't use it for the trunk either, as there's no lock cylinder, as you can see.
Alright, here's the stereo controls, touch screen. You can change from AM, FM, you can hook up your phone, do all sorts of stuff. One thing I did like, seeing that we just switched to daylight savings times, I like the setting. You actually have a daylight saving time button instead of having to manually turn your clock up an hour. You just hit the button and it changes by hour, whether it's daylight savings, you know, spring forward or fall back. You just hit the button and it changes instead of having to manually scroll through the hours. That is one feature I do like. But here's the camera. It's only a backup camera on this car, but put in reverse to let you see it. It's not a bad display,
especially think how inexpensive the car is.
The size of the display is pretty good. It would be great if you had the GPS option hooked to it. Our final thoughts on the car. It's an awesome cheap car, less than $15,000, just shy of $15,000, and it's got lots of power. It's got a 1.6 liter engine. So it had no problem pulling on hills and mountains of North Carolina on a road trip. All three of us in there.
And gear.
But at the same time, it's small enough that it sips fuel, gets real good fuel mileage. And really, if you really get on the throttle, it's actually a thrill to drive. You wouldn't believe it, but seeing 1.6 liters, but it is fun to drive. And again, the only real small things I don't like are, I don't like the plastic wheel covers, and I don't like the little black stripe on the car, but other than that, the car actually looks pretty decent.
And they should have had key for everything. Doors, ignition, everything.
Other than that, it's an awesome car.
But that's our 2020 Nissan Versa. That's a review. Hope you enjoyed.